Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator and welcome back to Minecraft Flipping the Switch. Here we are on episode 8, I believe. New day, new version. We are here with the farm because we were working on the Animal Hotel. Or whatever it's going to end up being called. So right here, I might be able to slide this over one more. Do I want to undo the staircase? Thinking about it because otherwise this would end up being really tall and I don't think that's necessary. Alright, well, here, let's just take care of it now. Howdy animals, how's it going? Don't mind me setting up shack real quickly. Alright, those blocks can stay. Well, I start there. As long as I have enough room to access the inside section, get through the fence gates, then that's all that matters. Nose itch. Boy. So I think... Now this will be fine. Although it is too wide, which means... Yeah, the block is right here. If I really wanted, could slide it over and only enter through the right side. Well, I think for this, we'll just leave it as is. But the thing now that I was hoping to avoid was... We set this as high. Oh, we don't have... We ran out. Oops. We need to set this as high until we have another flat platform on the opposite end. So we have our 2x2 stone brick square on the left, and now I need to do the same thing before the right. And you are still cooking. Mufasa, please. Thank you, thank you. We'll start with one more stack. And then from here I need... How many stairs do I need? Like, we'll just turn all these into stairs, and whatever's extra is extra. And it looks like nighttime approaches. Oops. I didn't realize I have such a good view of both the sunrise and the sunset, because the way I'm positioned at the very peak of this hill, we have good view of the sun, or the moon rise, sunrise over there. Then over here we have sunset, moonset. This is great. This hopper is kind of in the way, but that's alright. It's kind of weird seeing the horizon way off. Way above where the end of the chunks are, though. That's just how it goes in old Minecraft. Alright, back to work. So we need to find a nice safe way down. Nope, nope, not that far. I don't have a safe way down over here. I really do just keep using this little hillside here. I feel like I should bring a pathway. Alright, so let's see. So I'm gonna have the bookshelves go to here. Keep this. Unless maybe if the bookshelves go there, then I could just put the path right here on where the stone is. And then I'll have it branch off from over here. So what I'll probably just do is extend this forward and then turn it, and then we'll go from there. And then that way I could figure out how to get it down here. Anyways, oh, you know what I could do? I could also... I didn't even think about that until now. I could have had the pathway extend directly off as a bridge. I didn't need this staircase here if my access point was from the hill. Oops. Alright, well, too late, because we've already done this. And I see sugarcane down there. Oops. That I think it would be wise if I acquired. did it again. Well, that's weird. I brought the other one down here. Huh. The two item stacks combined while that second one was falling. Oh, that was a 4-block tall. I'll take that and that, thank you. I can't remember how tall sugarcane can theoretically grow to. I know cactus can get really, really large because it tries over and over again to replant in the exact same spot. But for sugarcane, it's much harder. That's why 4 blocks tall is rather rare. Yeah, this is gonna be. I did it. It's certainly gonna be rather high, I'd say. Alright, so it ends extending off of the pillar. That's where the first one is. Also getting kind of running out of space here. Oops. One more, I believe. If I'm looking at this right. Because then we have... And boop, boop. So that's the very edge, which will leads into this, which means we need one more there. Which is probably where we're gonna set the pillars and all. Or you know what I could do? Hold on, let me place this down real fast. Oh wait, hold on. Those aren't supposed to be stairs, those are supposed to be the full blocks. Oops. There we go. All 4 of those need to be full. Let's pick that up before I forget. That's fine, right? Smooth lighting is throwing me off. Right there, it's unnecessarily dark, but I'll put up with it. So... I guess, yeah, now I need to extend all these up. But if this really is where I have the grass, this is indeed rather way up here. And thankfully... Oh, you know what? I have a plan. How about we start building this dirt staircase now? Because I do have one grass block, but I feel like it would be a waste to put the grass block where it's at now. So we'll just get that going. Yeah, let's grab more dirt. It's gonna take a little bit before... In fact, I really don't need it to be grass, but it's just gonna make me feel better if it is. You know what, how about we also have something surrounding the edges? I feel like it's looking a little, to just have. Well, in fact, I could use stone brick around the edges. There we go, that's something different. Let's also grab more coal. Boop. Shift clicking the coal in the furnaces. In fact, shift clicking anything in the furnaces. It's one of those 1.2.5 features that brings joy. I'm telling you, 1.1 brought 1.0 to what it should be, but between 1.2, well, 1.2.1 particularly, and 1.2.5, Minecraft just played much better. And part of it is also, they doubled the world size, woo. So sure, you don't have to like redstone lamps or jungles or ocelots, but the quality of life improvements, and I forgot the dirt. Oops. The small changes and improvements. 1.2.4 is also a good version for bringing over different plank types. I don't keep dirt up here anymore, that's right. Alright, let's try to remember how many. Where is my dirt? Oh, there it is. I didn't label the chest. Whoops. I don't know how much I'll need. I'll just take all of this. So what we'll do is we're going to retroactively apply the same stone brick border down below. In fact, if we're going to do that, Let's just turn all that now. In fact, while I'm at it, why don't I start cooking up more stone? We still have plenty of cobblestone, right? I'd rather just stockpile now. Relatively, that's not all too much. I like my organization. Alright, so hopefully these last 4 stacks being cooked up will last us relatively a long enough time. I also think that soon it'll be time for... Oh wait, what am I doing? Back, forth, back, forth. The amount of time I spend just going between these 2 areas, and all I'm doing is navigating the mountain. What I really should do is make this better. Make the traveling between these improved. So cobble, cobble. Let that cook up. Cobble, cobble. Let that cook up. Cool. So yeah, I probably should work on more pathways. Smooth out my travel lines. Alright, so from here... In fact, why don't I just... Since I don't need to hold the crouch button, party potato. Howdy cows. Cows are looking at me. Alright, we'll get that one going. The VST is a virtual instrument. I don't know if that's what it stands for. That's kind of what I use it for. Hooray! The grass grows. Ever so slightly. Virtual Studio Tools. Is it not always a virtual instrument? Is not anything intended to make audio digitally a virtual instrument. Alright, so what I need for all of you guys is to move on over, please, as I place down these. Oh, did that not pop out? Oh, I guess it did. Oops. I thought VST was a file format. The file format turned 30. Or the codec, or whatever it's officially recognized as. I didn't realize it turned 30. 96 as old. Oops. Alright, undo. Pick that up as well. There we go. Okay, so by having that border there, we're gonna do the same thing here. Maybe I shouldn't have made so many stairs. I'm kinda thinking, might not have been the best idea. Street sweepers here. Alright, so now that that's in place, let's bring all this together. Is that right? No, that's not right. This needs to be that. Is this all proprietary stuff? Or is he like the original founder of it? Good go the big trucks. Oh, I didn't realize. It's kind of dark in there. Huh. Oh, so he started it. I see, I see. I'm not familiar with the history. I just know I use him sometimes. Alright, let's catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. And then we'll have to sit around and wait because we have a lot of grass that needs to grow. I didn't know if you needed special license or anything to create your own. Alright, let's grab all that. And in fact, I could put away the stone brick stairs. Uno mas, please. Do. Come on, there you go. 32. I'll take this, even though I don't need nearly as much right now. Alright, back to work. Oh, we're at 2 blocks. Hooray! That means I can get rid of you. Little by little, it'll get up there. Oh, wait. Oops, I didn't finish it. Let's fill in this inside section since I'm not in a rush. Only needed 2, not 4. Oops. With how slow grass has a chance to spread, this might take a little while. Which means I won't be moving the animals up here yet. We'll have to wait for the grass to reach its destination. Its final destination. No, I've not seen any of those movies. There we go. This way, the grass has a very direct path to get here. Let's just plop a few torches down, prevent bad guys from showing up. And now we wait. So, while we wait, let's go do other stuff. Like clean our inventory. Oi. I can also use... How about... Excuse me. Beep beep. Mr. Sheep. How about we just put these 2 here? Excuse me, cow. Thank you. We'll put those 2 there for now, and then I think we'll leave this one on top. And then we'll go from there. Because I do have this one staircase on this side. Oh, I don't even have a way to access the front door here. Oops. Maybe I'll surround it. What if I just go all the way around? Because there's got to be fences on here. And in fact, if I have an access point all the way around, let's just build these up now. Oops, this dirt's gonna have to move. In fact, yeah, all this is gonna have to move. Alright, hold up. So, let's slide that outward. Get rid of that since that won't have access. Build up. There we go. Logs can't be made 6-sided, if that's what you're saying, since I don't think they're naturally 6-sided. Howdy, Paul, welcome back. I want to say that was a 1.13 or 1.14 feature. We'll only go up to 1.12 on here. Oh, the 6-sided placement system? Yeah, I can have them sideways. There's really only 3 orientations, though. 1 for each axis. And you know what? I changed my mind. I don't like this. I think I'll just leave this front section closed off. I guess that means what I can do, I can put fences here. They announced the name. I still haven't been keeping up with the news. I pre-ordered Dungeons too, though, so that's something. Although they're not going to take the money until 10 days before it releases, which that's also something. Oh, right, hold on. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. That won't work. There we go for sure. Alright, now the grass has a very direct path to get here. Alright, finally. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not coming to the main game yet. Give them enough time and one day it might. I'm still gonna hope that Mojang said a long time ago, can't remember where, but they wanted to improve the dimensions they had now. We got the overhaul for 1.16's Nether. We got the overworld overhauled in 1.18. The end still hasn't been an update, has not yet been updated. And they're well aware of it, since Jeb publicly acknowledged that he can't talk about it as of, I think, last week or something. So they're planning something, but we just sort of have to wait. And we'll see what happens in the upcoming years. Alrighty, so I need probably more sticks, right? Not more stick. Like all that because now we need how many more fences? Well, first I'll start out with 2 more fence gates. Do I need to? Yeah, I'll build a bridge on the other side. I went on Blue Sky. I'm pretty sure that's Jeb's official account. Am I crazy? Was that not Jeb's official account? The only thing really revealed is that he's still under NDA and can't talk about it, which lines up. I'll take that, so now I need to remember how to do all this. I don't know fourth guy you're talking about. I just remember one account and Jeb replying. Alright, we need... I'll start with 30. This probably means I'm gonna have to need to move the stone brick again. Oi. So the very middle, because I kind of want to mirror it. So on the lower section, we have the fence gates on that side. I want to put the fence gates on this side. Let's pick up that dirt before it goes away. Alright, so the very middle is eyeballing it. These 2 blocks. I'll be back later, because we still have to wait for all of this. So they do a Minecraft monthly. Is that the video we're talking about? I haven't kept up with those. One of these days I should archive them. I think now we're good. I definitely overdid it on the fences. We'll just have to sit and wait. I don't know who Waddles is. Alright, here's the question. How to separate the cows from the sheep? Unless, if I just leave them for now. Here's what I will do though. We're gonna grab shears. In fact, I have an extra chest. I'll just start keeping shears in them. That way, whenever I see the sheep are ready, I just snip, snip, snip. I do have shears, right? Yes, I do, except they're almost gone. I think soon it might also be time to swap out. Oh, whatchamacallit, it might also be time to swap out my armor. Once it gets a little lower, it'll be time to make a fresh set. And then once that set starts going down in durability, then I can combine the two. Let's just boop right there. There we go. Alrighty, sheeps, it's time. I'm still not used to these 1.12 colors. It's kind of funny that we've already passed through every major update except for one of them. We just have one more content update coming out, I believe. Something other than just skin packs. Okay, good enough for now. I wonder if that means I should start keeping wool here as well. Choices, choices, but it would clean out more of my chest. In fact, how about we do this? And then we'll just go horizontally. But first, it's nighttime. Let's catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. And before I forget, let's also... Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a lot of sugarcane that didn't pop up. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to prevent the sugarcane from falling into the... or to how to prevent it from falling on the grass. Howdy, you as well, welcome back. Boop, toss that, catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. Alrighty, so let's put away the stuff we don't need. And I still have this one carpet that I was supposed to put on top. Oops, my fault. But while we're here, let's grab all this wool. And I guess the brown wool as well. Howdy, Koski, welcome back. Gonna be time to eat, but I'm waiting just a little bit longer. This doesn't need to be exposed to sunlight, right? Here, how about we speed up the path? We will increase the chances of grass spreading. Oops. Oh boy. I haven't seen Ant Venom do any new videos at all since what, April? You teased a Voxy video a long while ago. That, as we can see, hasn't happened yet. I don't play enough Modern, and I don't play enough with the bartering system to know whether or not something is imbalanced or not. While we are here, so the front door is this. Gonna add this. He's not gone since I messaged him a few weeks ago. I just don't think he has the time or energy, or both, to work on videos for the time being. Excuse me, let's move you over as I figure out how to do this new pathway. So we're gonna connect this over here. In which case, I guess we're grabbing more of these. I'll take that, thank you. How about, before we go spending a bunch of wood, let's verify just how many planks we have and how many stairs we have. I have all the planks on me, but I already made a bunch of stairs. Good job, me of the past. Alright, this goes, let's see, high or low, high or low. How about we do high? That way I can just line it up right here. There's gonna be a little boop boop oopsies. That's not what I wanted. Just line that up real fast. Zero dropped frames, nothing on my end. How's the weather been over there? Is the weather affecting your internet? How do I have an odd number of planks? Isn't this all even? Oh, that's why, because this is one. Oops. Well then here. Oh, you know what? I know what I could do. I could put that one piece of gravel. I could put a piece of gravel there, just like the other area I did. Ooh, okay. How to do this? This is not in a good area. I'd have to lower all of this. Bring this all down. Unless... Alright, well, too late. I just dug it up. We'll just do that. Boop. There we go. Now we have this little hidey hole. Rain over here would be much appreciated. It's been cooking temperatures. I'll say that. Although it is ever so slightly cooler than it was 3 to 4 weeks ago. So that is a positive. I think the temperature is going back on the up and up, though. It will be soon. So that's some sadness. Alright, so with that taken care of... Yeah, it does feel like I need a pathway on this side. Boop. Do I want to? Decisions. Because I have the dirt, I could build up, that way the pathway's not completely floating. Otherwise, if I ran it on this side, where would it go? I think I'd have to hook it up somewhere over here. Because I kind of have Oriole's pen, if you want to call it that, kind of just sitting here. Although, maybe I should move it. In fact, here, Oriole, we're gonna move you for now, since this is not a good area to keep you. So to prevent you from wandering off, let's go... Yeah, I guess we'll keep you down here for now. Oops. There we go. Alright, cool. Alrighty, this means I can now redo Oreo's horse hole. And in the process of doing so, that means as well, I can now build that pathway wherever I want. Insert something here about relocating people who are already established. So yeah, I guess I'll just bring it straight forward. Do I want this slope? I might bring this back a little bit. There we go. And then now we'll just run it along here. Oh, there we go. I know how to place blocks. Ooh, no, we'll move that in there. It's gonna be time to go tree chopping though. I've spent a lot of dark oak planks recently. Of your recent studies, what was most interesting that you've read or looked into so far? "18 planks? Oh, that's even less than I thought. I thought I still had another half a stack hiding in my inventory." Oops, guess not. Alrighty, so... I think the path will have to wait. We are not gonna hold off tree chopping, we're gonna go do that now. Unless, sun's going down, we'll do it in the morning. So let's just bring this down a little bit. And we'll have it line up maybe 1 block away from here. I'm sure you've told me about the game, and I've never had an interest in playing it. Someone I used to know back in high school talked about it sometimes. Partially because I think it was PewDiePie who did a playthrough, or he did play in it. Did a video or multiple. I didn't watch PewDiePie until the Versus T-Series era. And then once I realized he was fighting a losing battle, I kinda didn't keep up anymore after he lost. No, not even when he did a Minecraft Resurgence. You know, he's a big part of bringing Minecraft's popularity back up. 2019 and 2020. Alright, how do I want to do this? Evidently, we're going to end up covering a bunch of this dirt in... or covering a bunch of this stone with dirt. Weird and wonderful. Fascinating indeed. I'm just now realizing, little by little, I'm turning this stone mountain into a regular dirt-covered mountain. Remember when those used to be the primary mountains back in early release? Those were the days. I'll always stand by Extreme Hills being the best part of Beta 1.8's terrain generator. Mountains weren't as cool in 1.7, partially because it became more realistic. The only cool mountains in 1.7 are the Shattered Savannas, if that's even what they're called these days. That's just the name I remember them as. I think now we're good. I'll just dig this up real quick and then that'll be that. So we place down our last 2 stairs and call it quits. So we'll go tree chopping, which means slide that up and over. And I forgot I had all this gray wool on me that I was supposed to bring down here. Oopsies. In fact, it also looks like it's time again to do some shearing. We all good? I think we're good. Oh, hooray! The grass is spreading so much farther. I kind of forgot about it. Oops, hold up. Let's not be a ding-dong and put this back before we forget. And this brownie goes up there. Alright, let's go clean our inventory. Then we have work to do. Because, oh boy, do I keep chopping down more dark oak. I'm not familiar with Jesus misquoted. Part of that is I'm not interested in podcasts. It's kind of funny since I was told one day that a lot of my streams tend to just end up being like podcasts since they're long form and they're good for background noise. And the video is optional most of the time. Oops, I don't have a place for these dark oak fences, so we'll just keep them there. And yes, I do still have a stack of dark oak logs, but it'd be wise to not use that unless I need to. I can't remember when we were taught analog clocks, definitely elementary school. This would have been at my first school, after preschool, meaning between kindergarten and 4th grade. And then this seed needs to go way over here. I still haven't found where to put potatoes. I feel like analog clocks aren't around much these days. Is it even still taught in schools? Or is it dying off like cursive? Let's just grab all that. I probably didn't need to, oh well. I'd like to hope it's still taught. It'd be a real shame if the knowledge for it started going extinct. Then how are people supposed to read sundials? I'll take that. Oops. I'll take all of that. Thank you. And now I think we're all good. We'll pass by the farm real fast because we need to grab more wheat to make more bread since I'm getting a little hungry. Or perhaps I could just wait around and then eat later. But Oreo... You know, I kind of miss having Oreo up closer. Whenever I build a proper stable for Oreo, it would be wise to build it close to the home. That way I could just hop on and whee! And we're gonna speed up our travel time though. And hopefully not take fall damage. There's another horse. Hello. I wonder. Excuse me, Oreo. Let's just hop off you real fast. I'm gonna need to keep an eye though. I believe in you. Anyone know how long it takes for a horse to be interested? You're wandering kind of far. Where are you going? There you go. Alright, let's see. How fast are you? Average. This is not much faster than sprinting. How about jumping? Jumping's kind of average as well. Alright, well, bye. Because at least Oreo's fast, even though Oreo can't jump at all. Well, surprisingly, this wasn't much faster. Oops. Alright, well anyways, let's drop you off. How about right here? See if that ends up being a terrible idea or not. I guess as long as I can keep holding on to, or keep hearing Oreo, I don't know where he goes. Was not cursive designed to be faster to write because it's all one fluid motion? I'm not familiar with the history of cursive though. Thanks for dropping on by. See you later.